Hey everybody, it's TR back again. Time for another useless video. Today I'm going to talk about fixing yourself up with a really good axe on a budget. Don't know why, but I got a wild hair and I wanted a guitar style like this, which I have, but I wanted another one that I was going to not spend a lot of money on to purchase and then put a modest amount of money into it, fixing it up to make it play great. And this is what I got. This is the lowly Jackson JS34. Yes, I said 34, not 32. 32 is the garden variety you will see everywhere. This is a 34Q. I think the reason it's a 34 is it's just like a Guitar Center Musician's Friend exclusive. You get the maple board and this finish, and I believe the Guitar Center Musician's Friend ones are this red, and then there's a really pretty blue. Fighting the urge to have one of each. They're $359.99, so $360 new. When they throw them on sale, they'll be like $279.99 maybe, somewhere in that neighborhood, because they did that right after I bought this. I paid $229, was thinking I got this great deal, and then they have the new ones for that price. But then they went back up to the $360, so I felt good about it again. So this essentially had nothing wrong with it from whoever owned it. I think it was one of those sit in the closet guitars. It still had all the plastic and stuff on it. There was a little rough spot on the side of the neck. I kind of took care of it. A little bit of sandpaper. First I thought, gee, how did somebody not play it and put a mark in it? And then I realized, no, I think that's just how it came, because they're not a high-end guitar. The necks on these, though, are amazing. Okay, there's a compound radius. Does it go 12 to 16 maybe? Should have done my homework for you, but I'm not talking about the guitar. I'm talking about what I did to it. So, but I'm pretty sure it's 12 to 16, and it's got graphite rods to reinforce it. And it's pretty stable. Super jumbo frets. I love them. It's got a Floyd Rose. Okay, there's a difference. This has got a Floyd Rose Special. A lot of the 32s floating around there have a licensed Floyd Rose by Jackson. Yeah, there's not a lot of difference because the Special is the bottom feeder of the actual Floyd Roses, but they're not that bad. One of the things that I do to my guitars that makes this less of an issue is I don't float my Floyd Roses. They're down only. You can buy a variety of devices to be used as trem stops. I build my own. I make a cheapy one. I take a little metal bracket that I get at Walmart, drill a couple holes in it, and I put it in so it stops the trem. Down only, a la Edward. Because that's how I like to use them. So that takes that out of the factor. But I do upgrade them, because one of the things with the cheap licensed Floyds, and definitely the Specials, the way the bar attaches, there's this little nylon bushing in there, and the bar constantly wants to just droop. You're constantly tightening it, and it's constantly loosening itself. The good bars don't do that. Thing is, though, for $27, you can buy a German bar, and it fits right on here, and that's what I do with my cheap Floyds, and then I don't have that issue. The other thing is the fine tuners were a little rough. $5.40 for these German-made brass fine tuners. So now I've added $32.40 to my Floyd Rose Special. I made it work good. I suppose I didn't count the 96 cents I spent on that metal bracket in there. I should have added that in for you too. So that's all I did to that. I was thinking I might want to put a different pickup in it, but you know what? These sound really good. This particular model's got the humbucker and the bridge and a couple singles. For however you wish to use them. There again, I mostly wanted the humbucker. So I didn't have to spend any money there. Switch in, it's one of those box switches. You know, it'll all the stuff on this will work as it comes. And the point being is, for that money I paid for them used, even though with today's economy things keep going up, they're all over the place. They're what we call ubiquitous. They're everywhere. So they're easy to find used. I mean, you could get a new one if you want, but then you're kind of defeating the purpose of this budget idea. So anyhow, I did want a better switch, and this is problematic. Normally, I would just run right out and get myself an Oak Griggs or CRL switch and throw it in there like you'd put in your favorite Strat style guitar and be on your way for, depending on what brand of one you want to buy. If you buy the Fender branded ones, they're only, they're cheap. They're like 11, 12 bucks. If you want to get, you know, some fancier ones, they're going to be like maybe 20 something, but they're still the same switch. They won't fit in here. Body's too thin. First I was perplexed because I wanted a better switch, and I didn't want the crummy Chinese box switch that was in it, because this is made in China. But hey, guess what? Schaller. Hey, I got all the German parts on the Floyd, right? Schaller makes a super switch, a variety of them, several different varieties that can be wired for different coil splitting. I got just this basic Strat one because I didn't want to split anything. I just wanted the standard 5-way position. That did cost me a little bit. It was $20. Found it on Amazon. But it's a Schaller switch, and it came with a really nice tip and everything. So I uncheapened that for another $20. Pots. I put in some CTS pots. I think they might be Mojo Tone branded. They're low friction. They're like $6 or $7. Okay, so you do have to have the know-how to solder them in there with the switch in the pots. But still, pots switch in all, let's say 35 bucks. So we're 35 for that. So let's say another 35 for the stuff I did for the Floyd. That's $70 in upgrades on top of my $230 guitar. And I have 300 bucks in this thing, and it keeps up with the big boys. I mean, it really does. And it looks kind of nice too. And there again, like I said, the fingerboard's the reason for going with this particular cheap guitar, because of the compound radius, the jumbo frets, the neck on it. It's fast. However they do it, they're very good. They're very good. Jacksons don't have a little string retainer, so you gotta dink around a little with your fine tuning, unless you do what I did, put lots of windings on there to try and force the strings down. You could put a string retainer on. I thought about it, decided against it, because it wasn't that bad of a problem, because how often are you actually tuning with your keys? You're not. Which is the next point, which I'm not going to count in my formula, because I had these. I did put some different tuning machines on. The ones that come on it work fine. They're not super great. They work. I have a Jackson Rhodes of like the next series up that I got that I really liked. Oh, excuse me just a second. Got to tend to some technical issues. Anyways, Jackson Rhodes, I really liked the guitar, and I bought it used and it already had mods, and I put some Godot machines on it. So I had these machines laying around from that one. So these are the mid-level Jackson tuning machines, which they're pretty much Godos. I want to say off a mid-level guitar. They're not mid-level machines. They're off a mid-level guitar. They're good machines. And I put them on here because I had them. But that's a non-issue because of the Floyd. You're using your fine tuners. So I think my wife's blow drying her hair. I can hear it in the background. So anyways, I'm calling it $300. Get a second-hand guitar. Chances are you'll go far if you're getting with the right bunch of fellows. And that was the whole point of this. A little teeny bit of know-how. And what do I want to put this on par with? This is going to give a $1,000 guitar a run for its money with what I've done to it. The only thing lacking from that level of guitar would be the pickup not being, you know, USA made brand name pickup. And you're not necessarily going to get that if you spend $1,000 on a guitar either. You probably will. And I fully did intend to change this out and, you know, jack my budget up to $400 on it, but I didn't need to because I like the way it sounds. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's my tip for the day. And everybody take care of themselves and have a good one.